Chaos Blur.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. I'll be your host for today's 4th of July stream. Happy 4th, everybody. Happy Independence Day. Good luck to everybody out there. If you're in a hot dog eating contest or whatever, apparently that's a thing we do here in America. But funny enough, as I was booting this stream up and I was watching my own intro, I was also watching on my screen as, literally that. Becca was in my lobby the whole time, and now she has materialized in the, whatever you call this place. I'm not in a hot dog eating contest, but you know that there's a, what's his name, Joey Chestnut or whatever, eats like 100 hot dogs every 4th of July or whatever. I say that like it's a badge of honor, but what's up? Here comes Bex, and here she is. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I know, I shouldn't say I know, but I think that the, der Tag der Deutschen Einheit ist dritten Oktober. I don't know. That's way too many. Yeah, no kidding. The guy's disgusting. I'm just saying. Like, that's a thing. He's got, like, the record for the most hot dogs eaten, and he eats them in, like, a minute or whatever. I do enjoy Danke Bex. Danke schon, even. But, yeah, before we get started here, and we are going to get started momentarily, you really did spell it correctly. We do have another announcement to make. As I mentioned last night, I announced Square Enix Weekend, which is, of course, 2 new Square Enix games to the channel. Who knows what those will be, but Saturday and Sunday. And also, more importantly, we have Retromania 67 coming up on July 14th at 1 p.m., so not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. Retromania coming back on the channel. But right now, I'm ready to get back with some Rocket Racing. You ready, Bex? Bist du bereit? Square Enix games? Yes, Square Enix games. I actually mentioned this last night. You might not have been on the stream at that point, though. But not 1, but 2 games by Square/Square Enix, whatever name they're going by. But you can't fit a square... What is it? You can't fit a round peg into a square hole, but we can put some Square Enix games on the channel. So Saturday and Sunday, 2 fairly different games, but also well-known games by the company, or... well, I'm just going to stop talking about it for now. But we also got Retromania 67 coming up on Sunday, July 14th. So that's coming up pretty quick as well. Got a pretty fun, kind of old-school episode on tap for that. But right now, we're going to go ahead and get some Rocket Racing going. Looks like Bex is ready. Looks like I'm ready. Yes. Solon via, what is it? Something with the Bevev, Mitbevev. It's like run a race. See, I don't even know the word for race. Lauf die Mitbewerb? Something with the Mitbewerb. Finding match. "24 seconds. 25 seconds. Of course, when I was playing this before. Vetrennen. Now, we'll do that too. That makes a lot more sense. I thought there was something called a Wettbewerb, like a competition that's, like, running. I don't know. Or maybe you just combine the two words. I know that's usually an easier and shorter way to do it. By the way, anybody notice my webcam frame is temporarily 4th of July style? It was very hard to do this. I put 3 stars on the top and changed the colors. But, nevertheless. Of course, when I was practicing this earlier, I found a match in like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, actually, my cam always does that. Even on the regular setting. It just may be more obvious now. Just don't look at it too long and you won't notice. Yeah, I wouldn't get too attached to it. It's only for today. It's really hard to line up the edges, believe it or not, whether there's the stars or not. It's hard to line up the corners with my screen perfectly. Maybe cancel. Alright. Hell yeah. Watch this happen. Watch this, like, go right away now. ETA not available. Got work in an hour, and I'm like, Boa. I do hate Boa. Oh, that's right, you're working till, you said, like 5 or so today? I'm having a barbecue later. I'm a grills party. So, that's why I'm starting this kind of early, but still got to be some fun. We got some Rocket League. They got Rocket Racing. They got some new courses out in the game. I forgot the controls. I actually did earlier as well. I don't know. I assume you're using a controller similar to this Xbox controller. It's X is your drift button, which is really the only thing that's different from most kart racers, and then your R and L trigger to do the brakes and accelerator. But yeah, it's mainly the X button that gives me trouble. Like, I always forget that X is drift, because I usually don't use the X button in a racing game. And there might be some other controls I'm forgetting here. I know A is like to go flying or whatever. But it's mainly remembering to hit X in the direction left or right to drift that I mess up sometimes. Of course, Beck says this now. She's going to kick my ass in the race. Be like, oh, I didn't know how to play this game. And I'm going to be like, yeah. But good dedication from Bex. Of course, the German people, not to perpetuate a stereotype, but German people are always punctual, always on time, and she was right there in the lobby while I was waiting to start the stream. Not that it was that long of a wait, but in fact, I'm pretty sure I waited longer to get that match the first time, and Bex was like already there in like half that time. I'm sorry, Padme Amidala was there. She's like one of the more generic courses in the game, but not a bad little course. I hate when I mess that up. Really kind of like a basketball game in this game. It's almost like what happens in the last lap is really all that matters. Like, obvious statement, but it's like I've been in like 10th place for most of a race, and then at the last lap, not even the last lap, like the last foot, I'll just like punch the boost and like get into 3rd place or something. Like, I actually didn't realize you could jump through that waterfall. I'll have to remember that for next time. I just saw a bunch of people phase through the waterfall, and I'm like, ah, that makes sense in a game like this where there's like a lot of shortcuts. Speaking of which, I'm going to try and take one right now. I don't know if this is really a shortcut or just a higher route. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, life does not give you shortcuts, and you should not take them, because that will happen. Oh, and of course the end was right there. So sometimes you finish in 9th place, and it doesn't even matter. Oh, it was a bad start. I don't know what you were doing, but it was a bad start. Oh, you were finishing 2nd. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to say, oh, I went up 2%. What's after gold? Platinum? I don't even know like how much further I have to go here. Of course, I got the all-American drink here, the Coca-Cola. Oh yeah. Not sure I really deserve a drink after that race, but here it is anyway. Next match in 10 seconds. Yeah, kind of, not really a party, but parents are throwing some meat on the grill, and I asked some people if they want to come over, including Lena Rem and Toaster Cartridge if they're free later tonight. If not, I'll be eating burgers with my parents. Either way, I'm having some food. I tried to tempt them with games and movies. And I got this cool little outdoor room that's like kind of outside but also enclosed. It should be a nice day. It's about 80 degrees. Probably going to get hotter. So I don't know how long we'll stay outside, but 4th of July, it's a weird one. I'm actually usually not available for it. Like, I usually just do something in the morning and then I have to go to work or something, but I'm off all day. No, not Celsius. We'd be dead. Well, we'd be close to dead. It would be like 150 degrees Fahrenheit if it was 80 degrees Celsius. Give or take. I used to know the formula to convert between the two. Hey, it's the, speaking of really hot, it's the lava track, otherwise known as the, Thrash Mountain, otherwise known as the Metallica track. I named that in 5 different ways. %45 boost. Oh, I love that view. You can see like the whole like first few curves from the first drop. I like how windy these drifts are. Makes it really easy to build up boost. Is it always the same? Oh wait, this is a different song, I think. Can't hear the song that well because I got my headphones on. First time I played it, it was fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. This sounds like Enter Sandman. No, actually, I can't tell what it is, but it doesn't sound like the same song. It's the same track, like the same course, from what I can tell. It probably is just fuel fire. Oh, this part freaked me out the first time. I'm like, what? Even though Bex told me that there was a Guitar Hero part, and I was still like, what just happened? Okay, it is fuel fire. I just heard the fuel fire part. For some reason, I thought I heard like Enter Night. I thought it was like a remix of Enter Sandman. It sounded faster than Enter Sandman, but it sounded like they might have just like sped it up or something. Because I guess if that Guitar Hero part is actually accurate, if they wanted the jumps to coincide with the rhythm, it would have to be like the same tempo, whatever song they put in. And I know Enter Sandman is slower than Give Me Fuel, Give Me Fire. Be that, which I do indeed desire. Okay, I guess I'm gonna drive into a wall now. Of course, Bex had a boost saved up. Predictable, but smart. Thing is, I have not played this course. This is my second time playing this course, so like I don't know when the end is. So like usually I try to save my boost to the last stretch. I don't know where that is in this course. I know it's one lap. I would think like the end would be by that Metallica logo, but we're almost to that, and I don't know necessarily that it is. Oh, that was like the worst time to use the boost. That's what I mean. Like I do not know this course well enough to time my boost. If I did, oh look out. Oh, that's weird that you drive into it like, kind of like, it's like down, you drive like under it. Damn, I could swear I finished 4th. Somebody must have overtaken me at the last, like, possible second, and it looks like it was exactly that. That is a fun course, though. It's very different than the other ones, too. Not just the music, but the fact that it's, what do you call it? It's a lava place. It's a volcano. I don't know if they have any other volcano courses, but I like that. There was one from like, I don't know if it was last stream or the one before that I've never played again. It was called the Conduit. It was a really cool like rainforest looking place at night, and I really liked that one even though it was difficult. I have not seen that one since. Obviously, it's my first time first time streaming this one. It's easy-ish, yeah. And they give you fuel, give you fire, give you that what you desire. It's always a good thing. Gold 3, 77%. More right now. Oh yes, the desert. How I love going to the desert. Ah yes, School Lagoon. That's a SpongeBob reference, but even so. Jackrabbit? Back in my day, a jackrabbit used to just be a kind of animal. Now it's a race course. $89% boost. Pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Shads? I would say happy 4th of July, and I'll still say it, even though it doesn't apply to you, but... Happy 4th of July! How you doing, man? Whoa, what the hell? I vaguely remember this course. Done it a couple times, I think. Nice little mix of mountains and kind of cityscapes here. I do enjoy America Day, or as we call it here in America, Day. We just call it Day. Day-o. It's the day of us. As in U.S. As in USA. Oh. It's better to fly in the air, or if it actually slows you down. Like, I feel like flying in the air is good to find a shortcut, but generally, like, if you're just, like, trying to get a little slight speed advantage, flying in the air actually might slow you down, like, just going straight up. How was Monkey Ball? Which one? I only say that because I played the new one, Banana Rumble, like, about a week or so ago, and then more recently I did Banana Blitz HD, which I think you were there for some of that. I just wanted to try another Monkey Ball game. And I was stuck on World 6. I think I still am. I kept trying that same course over and over again. Yeah. And funny enough, I think I'm about as far in that game as I am in the new one that just came out, and I've had longer to play that one. So, it's easy until it's not, which I guess is a lot of Monkey Ball games. See what I mean? Like, Vex just got ahead of me because I did, like, the little jump. I feel like the jump is actually slowing me down more than anything. It just gets you vertical height. It doesn't get you forward momentum. It's like, when you run a race, do you keep jumping? No, you run straight forward because jumping's not going to get you anywhere. Even if you can jump really far, you're just kind of, yeah, it's just no good. As I use my aerial again, but I was just kind of using that to avoid smacking into the wall that time. That's different. Not much different. Oh yeah, she's racing. It's a free game, so if you have Fortnite and you have Rocket Racing in there, which I believe you would anyway, you're welcome to join us at some point. 4th place. I feel like it always puts me like a place or two below where I thought I was. Hey, yo. Bex has won every race, or at least she's done better than me in every race so far, which I'm slowly getting better. I usually get like one random first place or second place, and then the rest of the time I'm in like 8th place. Kind of like in Mario Kart, where I'm pretty terrible for most of them, and then every now and then I'll pull a rabbit out of a hat, which is not at all a reference to the fact that this course is called Jackrabbit. Also, I mentioned it earlier, but you weren't here, Shads. We got Retromania 67 coming up on July 14th. That's a Sunday at 1. Looking forward to that. Sunday at 1, of course, is a very, like, retro time of day for me. Mario Kart. You know, I'm almost there with you, and I've been playing Mario Kart for a long time. Not just the new one, but, like, all of them. Or most of them. And I don't know if they, like, modded the game, like if Nintendo did something, but it seems like it's been more unfair than ever the last, like, month or two. Like, it's like purposely teaching me to do badly so that I win. Like, which is a really weird thing to say. But, well, you saw that I was going to announce it, but now I've officially announced the date as July 14th at 1 p.m. Yeah, Mario Kart, I'm not trying to, I know everyone's going to be like, oh, get good or whatever, but like, it's like, if it happened once in a while, but it's like every single race in Mario Kart. Like, I'll be in like first place with like half a lap to go, and I'll like, not just lose, but I'll lose colossally. Like, I'll lose like into like 12th place. And it's like, this should not happen every time. Like, if it happened once, maybe. This happens close to every time. Does anybody else lose sound? Like, I suddenly just realized that I've got no sound on my TV. Maybe the stream has sound, but I'm watching the race and I'm obviously playing it, but I'm not hearing sound. Hey, what's going on, Polluted Turtle? Happy 4th to you. Hopefully you're having a good one. Yep, no sound for you either? Okay. That might be the game, because I had sound for the last race. And, I mean, I haven't changed anything. I don't have a sound on my TV either, so it's not a computer-only thing. And I assume you guys can still hear me, at least. Well, yeah, you must have if you could answer me saying no sound. I'm investigating. Also, what's up, Big Mac? Welcome to the 4th of July stream. Now with optional sound. Should I do the sound effects? No, I'm not going to do the sound effects. It's one thing to do the sound effects in a very slow, sort of combat-based game, but for a race, that might be a little more difficult. Hi, Shadsy. Lol. Yeah. Wow, this is really weird. Racing with no sound. I can't even ask Bex if she has sound because she's in the race, so that could be hard to do. Like, when you're in this game, you're kind of in the, I'm not doing the vroom sound. Especially for these cars. These are not like regular cars that just make like a generic vroom. Like, these cars got some. Especially every time you drift, it goes like... Yeah, see, you want to hear that? I don't want to hear that. I don't even know why I did that. Yeah, I hear that every time I drift. No thanks. People checking their speakers now to make sure that I'm broken after I made that sound. Oh, did I just see Bex take like... She did! That was slick! Bex just jumped over like a big portion of the track. Actually didn't gain as much of a lead as I thought she would doing that, but that was pretty slick. Holy shit. I saw that. I didn't even know you could do that. Holy shit, I didn't know you could do what I just did either. That was ridiculous. I don't know if anyone else saw that, but she jumped over like a whole loop of the track, because as long as you hit the next checkpoint, you're fine, and you can do that. So, alright, that answers my question. As far as like using the aerial to gain the advantage, definitely worked there. Ganz bestimmt ein Vorteil. Bex says she's really good. She plays a lot of racing games, and it seems like she just picks them up, even if they're not her style. Like, she just picks them up and gets good at them very quickly. Like, the only reason she can't do Mario Kart as well is because nobody can do Mario Kart as well, which just further supports my point that if a seasoned racer like Bex can't win consistently at Mario Kart, nobody can, because the game is rigged for different people to win every time or something. I can't even explain it. But I don't think I'm a great Mario Kart player, but I think I'm at least decent enough to finish in 4th once in a while. Oh no, I'm sure there are some people who are really good at Mario Kart, but... And again, how are you good at Mario Kart? Because as I mentioned before, the better you do, the worse you do, because the game will punish you with, like, crippling bombs that just rain down at you. Okay, it's really weird not having any sound, but that's okay. Whoa! Oh! I'm like, what happened? I took the jump, like, maybe a split second too soon. Is in fact a skill. I used to believe that, and I still am trying to hold on to faith, but like I mentioned earlier, it just happens way too often that I'm in, like, first place going into, like, the last lap, and every single time, like, maybe 99% of the time, it seems like I get bombed out of it. Bex getting the first place finish, and earned it, too. I saw what you did there when you took the shortcut, like, over the river, like, into the next checkpoint. Also, we have no sound in this game. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if that's the game. I got no sound. Like, my sound just stopped. And it happened in between races. Look, I don't even know how I would fix that. Get muted because I have a stream open and we'll hear. So yes, it was rather quiet. Oh, I see. But yeah, I've got no sound like in the game. Yeah, I did not. When I think about it, yeah, it's completely legal, but I just never would think to jump over a curve like that. But I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, you definitely can. That's the thing. You rarely want to be before ending the game. That's why I don't get it. Like, I've had races in Mario Kart where I'm in first place for like 67% of the race, and I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? Not try? Like, I don't get it. Someone else do it, so doing it every time. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of little shortcuts like that in some other tracks, but that one is one of the better ones I've seen. Like, sometimes it's not always clear what you can jump and what you can't, because there's usually, like, barriers that stop you from leaving the track, but apparently not there. I'm really hoping the sound comes back for the next one, because it is weird just hearing my voice and nothing else. More, right now. Maybe. The water... Yeah, I saw that, and that's another one where I'm like, is that a piece of scenery, or can you actually go through that? I thought it was just a piece of scenery, and you would just die. You just hit a mountain or something under it. But no, that's apparently a shortcut. Now, am I going to remember that next time when we're going 1,000 miles an hour? I like your voice. Oh, somebody has to. Thank you. I hate my voice. I've always hated my voice. I hate my voice. Like, the longer I talk, the more I hate my voice. Like, if I just say a few words, it's like, okay, that wasn't so bad. Maybe reboot the game. Well, I'm wondering, like... Okay, I have sound, because if I pull up the panel for the Xbox, I hear the sound of the Xbox thing. So it's not my capture card, and it's not, like, anything specific. Do it. Watch Short Cat on... Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like I never win at Mario Kart. It's not like I'm always terrible, but it's just... I still play it. I still have fun playing it, but... It's just like, if I have to watch somebody else play it just to get an idea of, like, how to game the system, it's like, that should tell you something right there. Like, it's a racing game. It should be about who goes the fastest. Not who gets the luckiest. More, right now. Okay, I have no idea what's happening. I'm stuck in muted limbo here. Huh. The person in third place looks like a hot dog in a jacket. That's kind of funny. Anybody else's game frozen? Nope, there we go. Not all about go. It sure isn't. I will give you that. And there have been some races where I've gotten wise to that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go into the last lap in like 6th place and just see what happens. And then I end up winning. And I'm like, that was stupid. Hey, music's back. Sound is back anyway. Dust Up 2? That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I used to not think that. I used to be like, oh, you know, whatever. I just got unlucky a couple times. But it's like too much. And even like the older, well, like Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart... You know, whatever one came out before that. Like, it was always like that, but it wasn't this bad. Like, it's been, like, every time now. Even Mario Kart 8. Like, I don't know. Like I said, with the last couple updates, I don't know what they did, but it's gotten exponentially worse, or maybe I've gotten worse. I don't know, but it's gotten to the point where I'm, like, not holding my breath if I'm in the top 3 going into the last lap. I'm like, yep, here we go. Actually, luck would mean something different would happen every time. It's like the same thing happens every time. Alright, fine. Yeah, no, you're right. Because, like I said, if it was luck, something different would happen every time. It's the same thing. So if anything, it's just plain rigged. Forget about luck. The game knows what it's doing. I mean, yeah, it's a computer, but... programming knows what it's doing. I'm gonna die. Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna wipe out on that. Like, if Mario Kart were a slot machine, you know, whereas a slot machine, you might have, like, I don't know, less than 50-50 chance of winning, in Mario Kart would just take all your money. Like, it would just be like you lose every time. And then you'd win, like, one time, just to make it seem fair. I'm never, like, daring enough to try the shortcuts. Like, I see those little ramps off to the side and, like, other alternate routes you could take, and I'm just like, if I miss that, I'm going to end up, like, losing more than I'm going to gain by getting it. Maybe not. Like, if I was really good at the game, obviously, and I was hitting them all, I would be, well, I'd be good at the game, and I'd be hitting them all, but... More bitching about Mario Kart right now. Damn it. I waited too long. Because I even had the strategy of basically whoever uses the boost last usually wins. So I saw she used her boost, and I was like, I'm going to use my boost, but I used it way too late. I used it way too late. I was going to use it like as soon as she passed me, and I waited like an extra second or two, and I don't know why. Yeah, good game. GG. Oh, it is platinum. I figured platinum came after gold, but I had no proof of that. Still gold 3. I've only played a few more matches than you, I think. Going back to the last race. I mean, it's not really about sucking. It's just, and you don't suck, obviously, because you've been in the top 5 in like every race, but it's literally just keep playing matches and it'll just keep ranking you up. Now, you know what really broke Mario Kart for me now that I think about it? The Bullet Bill power-up. The Bullet Bill power-up is like the most broken power-up in the game. Oh, this looks different. The Bullet Bill power-up is basically like, not only does it boost you forward, it knocks like 8 people out of the way. So like I've been in first place or second place and I get destroyed by a bullet. I'm like, how was I supposed to see that coming? 1. And 2, like, oh, no music again. And 2, I'm just like, what is this? Like, and even when I get it, like, yeah, I get it. It's benefited me too, but like, I just think it's a really broken power-up. Sonic going backwards, you know, that's not an incorrect point. Holy shit, that's a lot of that. It's only broken. Oh, God. You're going to be one of these people that's like, well, even though it's a complete RNG, if you know the algorithm, it's like, I'm sure there's a way to circumvent it, but it's like, do I want to play a video game or do I want to do, like, complicated variable tables to try and figure out the combinations? Like, I want to play a video game, you know? Like, this game is pretty skill-based, you know? If you make the jumps, you generally do well. If you miss the jumps, you don't do well. That's it. There's no timing it or, you know, bullet bills or this thing falls in your head. Like, it's, you know, learn the track, go as fast as you can, try to do shortcuts if you can. Like, that's this game. I know they're different games, but it's like, I don't have to look up how to play this game. I know how to play it. And I know how to play Mario Kart. As I hit that wall, I know how to play Mario Kart on a fundamental level. But, like, there's just extra little things that I can't possibly be ready for. And one of them is the bullet bill. You know, the bomb is fair. I feel like the bomb comes up rarely enough. Let me put it to you this way. The bullet bill would be better if it wasn't. I feel like it comes up way too often. Like, I've been in races where there's like 3 people who have it on the same race. Like, that thing should be as rare as the lightning bolt, which almost never comes up. Like, the bullet bill should not be awarded to everybody who's at 6th place or below. Because that thing is way too used. And I'm like, I thought that should be like a last resort item. That should not be given away to everybody. I should not have 3 bullet bills hit me in the last lap. I don't care how good or bad I am at the game. I should not have 3 bullet bills hit me at the end of the fucking game. Okay, sorry. I got a little angry there. Because that's what, between how broken it is and the frequency of it, it's like a double whammy. It's not like, you know, a blue shell hits you once in a while, okay. You know, lightning bolt, I'd maybe see that once a race, if that. But bullet bill, I see all the time. I see bullet bills more than I see red shells. Thanks for the sub. Oh, thank you. It shows up if you were behind. It shows up for you if you're behind. It really is. It shows up for you, yes, but that means other people are behind. So if you're in 4th or 3rd place, the people in 6th place are getting bullet bills, and that shoots them up 4 or 5 spots. So not only do they get ahead of you, they oftentimes knock you off track and you fall more behind. So it just creates this constant back and forth of, you're behind and you get a bullet bill, you get forward, it's just annoying. It is a great game, though. Rocket Racing is. Sweet. Thanks for the sub, Zero. That's the thing. They should show up maybe like 10% of the time, but from what I can tell, they show up way too much. For an item that's that OP, they should not show up that much. That's the other thing. I mean, they are a little random. Sometimes I've used the bullet bill, it only gets me like one place. Hey, it really is a Sub-Zero. Sometimes the bullet bill only pushes me up one place. Sometimes it pushes me through half the track. That's the other thing. It helps you avoid the tricky parts of the track. It's like, oh, I don't have to do these curves. Just do the bullet bill. It's a straight shot to the end. It's really weird how the music keeps cutting out. All right, here we go. Yep, music's back. Or at least sound is back. Just drink some coffee. There you go. That'll wake you up. Although it's actually afternoon where you are. It's afternoon where I am too, but it just turned noon a little while ago. And what a noon it is. Is it high noon? What is high noon? Is that like noon? Or is that just a fancy word for saying afternoon? You really are beating me. And after that, we played the game. This one looks different too. The last one was different. We're probably going to see some different tracks now. Shipwrecked. I do not remember this one. 6 p.m. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the rocket racing here on this 4th of July. We got Retromania coming up on Sunday the 14th, so mark your calendars for that. High noon is noon on weed. Hey, yo, I get it. Oh, this course is cool. Look at this. Almost reminds me of like an Astrobot level. What the hell? I just went under the track? I'm like, was I supposed to go under the track? Because I know sometimes you can go under the track. 4 to 6 p.m. All right, so I still got a few hours until high noon. What a high noon it'll be. What about like medium noon or low noon? What the? Okay, I'm probably going to do really bad here because this is my first time playing this course. I'm going to blame it on that. Blame it on a number of things. We'll blame it on that. New course, I don't know it. I'm lost. I need GPS. I am very hyped for the new Astrobot game. That's going to be a day one for me. It might be one of the few games that I beat. Like, I just stream it till I beat it, because I don't think it's going to be a super long game. That might be one of the few where I just stream it, like, a few times in a row and get to the end of the game, because I'm very excited to see what that game's about. I loved Astrobot on VR. I'm still a little bummed that the second one doesn't have any VR. Like, I can understand not being VR exclusive, but I have a PSVR too. I'm one of the 5 people who bought one. And so far, I have not had a lot to play because you can't even play your PSVR 1 games on it. Otherwise, I'd be playing those. There were a lot of good PSVR 1 games. That's kind of why I got the 2. And there's a couple good 2 games, but, I mean, Astrobot would have been, like, a home run to me. I mean, that was, like, one of the best VR games for the first generation. Yeah, it really, not being backwards compatible, obviously, like, kills it. Especially for, oh, I'm so screwed here. Oh, I made it. Especially for Sony, who always makes their shit backwards compatible. I mean, for the most part. I know not always, but, I mean, they always, usually at least a generation or 2, they can go back and make it compatible. Yeah, I don't know how I survived that either, and this whole course has been kind of touch and go. Like, I've been tumbling off the track and back onto the track the whole time. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to get hit by a bullet bill. At least I know if I mess up, that's on me. If I fall off the track, if I boost into the water, like, that's on me. Nobody's shooting any rockets at me. Nobody's, like, bullet billing. See, that was my fault. That was 100% my fault. And the funny thing is, I might still finish higher than 10th in this after messing up. Mario Kart, I can do a perfect run and still finish 10th. Hey, yo. VR is great, like, when it... Well, not even when it works, because it works for me, like, 90% of the time, and I don't have a very big room, which, usually for VR you need, like, a lot of space, so I think it works fine for me for the few games that I've really played, and there are a few games I've sunk a lot of hours into. I just don't stream them because I don't know how I would stream a VR game, but I used to have, like, a pretty decent collection of VR games for my PSVR. And I still would if they made new games for the thing. Did you try? I have not actually tried Tetris Effect. That's one I want to try. Well, actually, oh, that is on PSVR 2. I was going to say, I know it's on PSVR 1, but that wouldn't help me, even though I have a PSVR 1. The track was decent. Like I said, I just wasn't used to it, so I wasn't really sure what to expect there. Took a little getting used to, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite track, but I could see after a few more races on it, maybe figure out some of the... It had a lot of, like, things that came out of nowhere and kind of made it very difficult to keep up with. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I do kind of... I don't want to say I feel scammed by Sony, but I do feel like they're really just not even trying to support it. Like Sony themselves has pretty much said they don't have any plans to, like, continue making VR games for it. Like, there'll probably be some more games on it, but there's not going to be anything major. Which, I mean, that's on me for buying it, like, day one. Like, I bought it pretty early. I didn't buy it day one, but I bought it pretty early in its lifespan because I had that much faith in it, because the first one was really good. So, that's shame on me. I mean, I still have it. I can still use it to play regular games and just kind of... It's cool. It's better than the first one in terms of its functionality. But that doesn't do me any good if I can't play the games from the first one or if they don't make new games for it. I do enjoy the Metallica one. Ding, 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 ding. I look forward to seeing what other courses they add to this in the future. If they do like a partnership with any other... Oh, shit. I left the blacklight on? Alright. Well, hold on. That was from last night. I don't even have that thing hooked up. Also, you shouldn't have to type there. I thought I turned that off. Well, luckily, this is being so slow, I have time to hook this up. I don't think this is really going to show up during the day, though. This was really more of a gimmick last night when it was dark in the room. It is on. Want to play the VR 1, buy VR 1, then buy VR 2, buy VR... I have a VR 1, I don't have it hooked up right now. Oh, what is this course? I'm going to have to fix that VR, not VR. I've got VR in my mind right now. I'm going to have to fix the black light in a second. It's on, but it's not really pointing at me. I had that on last night because I thought it would kind of liven up things. Nobody used it. Now, somebody used it during the daytime stream. I might just turn on a different light if that works, because the black light's not going to really show up, but I have a light that's more colorful that might do more. I'm trying to remember if I've been on this course or not. I've seen this aesthetic before. Which is weird because, and then again, I don't know because I don't own like an Oculus Quest or whatever, but I could swear all the Oculus Quests are compatible. Like if you have an Oculus Quest 3, you can play Oculus Quest 1 and 2 or whatever. I don't know that for sure. I mean, Sony's only made 2 VR headsets. It's fairly new for them. Well, actually, I do remember this course because I remember these floating things. Yeah, I'm actually not happy about it either. I mean, I won't go so far as to say a scam because nobody made me buy the thing. And I knew it wasn't backwards compatible from day one. It's not like they hid that. Like, they knew it. Whoa, okay, that was fun. Is this a fan-made game? No, this is official. I think there are some fan-made tracks, but no, this is an official mode in Fortnite called Rocket Racing. It's made by Psyonix, the same people that make Rocket League, obviously. That's what it's based on. Which I didn't understand why this wasn't just in Rocket League. Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're both free-to-play games. But I don't know why this wasn't just a mode in Rocket League. It uses the same, basically the same physics and everything, but whatever. Even these courses are all references to Rocket League arenas. Like, that city reminds me of Neo Tokyo from Rocket League. Yes, I played Rocket League enough that I actually know the areas that they made up for the game, which really aren't a big deal in that game because you're basically just playing it for the soccer, but... Yeah, I know my Rocket League lore. Sort of. Lord of. More right now. It's funny, too, because I can't tag this. If I try to stream this game, I can't tag it as Rocket Racing. I have to tag it as Fortnite, because I am technically playing Fortnite right now. But I'm not, like, I really have no plans to ever play the main game of Fortnite. I only play this. So this game is taking up, like, 100-something gigs on my hard drive to play this. That's all I play on it. Alright. So. Yeah, this black light's not going to do a whole hell of a lot, but let me see what I can do. Hold on. Yeah, it's actually not terrible. VR is already such a tiny and expensive niche. Hold on. Multitasking here. Okay. You can kind of see it. Alright, where are we at? I like that course. VR is already such a tiny and expensive niche, one would think I would agree. And like I said, unfortunately, or I don't know if it's unfortunate, it just is what it is. Sony doesn't have a lot of experience making VR headsets. This is only the second one they made. And I guess they released this whole technical mumbo-jumbo statement of why it doesn't work. Like, I guess the technology they used for the first one can't be brought over to the second one, because the first one used a camera that was separate from the unit. We had to mount a camera on top of your TV, whereas the second one, I guess the camera's like built into the headset. It's weird. I mean, it's good because you don't have to hook up as much stuff, but like the PSVR 2 is much better. You don't have to hook up a camera. You don't have to hook up like a second box. You just hook up the headset. It's not wireless, but the cord is plenty long. You just hook the headset directly into the PS5 and it works. Like that I love. The first one was easy enough to figure out, but you still had to hook up extra stuff. Which, again, wasn't the end of the world, but give me the choice between having a camera, which, by the way, that camera would always fall off my TV because I have a pretty flat-screen TV, so that camera would not stay clipped. It was like a webcam type of thing. But that's it. That's a problem, or that's one of the problems they cited for why they can't make it backwards compatible, I guess, is because the camera, something, I don't fucking know. I'm not going to pretend I understand how the technology works, but they did release something that was more substantial than just it doesn't work. They actually gave, like, a long reason. And yes, it is USB-C that plugs into the front of the PS5. It's actually been so long since I've used my PSVR 2, I forgot how the hell the thing worked. But that is how it worked. I also like new controllers they have for it, but I feel like the controllers could still be compatible from the PSVR 1. They might be, but I prefer the new ones. They wrap around your hands, and they have like the control sticks on either side. It's almost like holding a PS5 controller, but like split in two, kind of like a Joy-Con deal. I feel like I raced this course not that long ago. Oh, see, look, Zero knows more than I do already with the mentioning of megahertz or just hertz in general. I'll tell you what hurts is not being able to play my PSVR 1 games on PSVR 2. That really hurts. Although not the hurts you were thinking of. Zero's like actually a secret agent for Sony. Well, actually, in the lab trials. I thought so. It really does hurt my wallet. Hey, I appreciate the I don't even know what it is, the pro Chaos Blur sentiment here from Big Mac, because yes, I agree. I am glad that you're angry for me that I got ripped off. It's honestly something I haven't thought about. I bought the thing, like I said, I think it came out in 2022 or 2023. I bought it then, and it's just been kind of sitting around, except for like a game or two. But I play it almost all the time if I could play Astrobot Robot Rescue on it, which was the game on PSVR 1, which now I have to hook up my PSVR 1 again if I want to do that, which I can do, but then I got to put the camera back up on the TV. It's a whole thing. I've definitely gotten lazier as I've gotten older, because when I first got my PSVR, I didn't care how many things I had to hook up. I was like all excited. I'm like, oh, sweet, let me get this going, you know, and it still worked. There was a little more calibration involved, but it worked fine. I had to like kind of position myself in the room, but like I was so determined though. Now I'm like, I really want to plug that in. Then I gotta run another wire. I am running out of outlets in here, by the way. The thing had its own power source too. As you've seen my room, you know I'm running out of outlets, even with all the surge protectors I have. I do, yes. In fact, I very often stream off my PS4. Like if it's a game that's on PS4, even though I can play it on PS5, I still use my PS4 actually fairly often. So yeah, the PS4 itself I still use. I don't use the headset, but because I unplugged that part of it, the little companion box that went with it. Got it. I saved 2 boosts that time because I remembered that course, and I remembered that I like waited way too long to use the boost, so I'm like, you know what, just in case I make that mistake again, I'm gonna have a second boost ready just in case I mess it up again. Oh, there's so many cables. Even with this setup, there's so many cables. Well, you've seen it. You've seen it on Retromania, and you'll see it again July 14th. Like that little segue? I exploded 6 times. Hey, that's more impressive than winning. But yeah, that's my first place finish. Like I said, I always get like 1. I get 1 where I'm inexplicably good at the game, and then the rest of the races I'm just mediocre. It also helps that that's the second time I've seen that course in the first hour of the stream. Familiarity breeds contempt. Is anybody even noticing this black light? Like, it's on, but I don't... I mean, I see it in real life. I don't really notice it on the camera. Plus, I'm not really dressed for it. Although I am wearing white, so I guess that would work. Ooh, Kirby with a very big mouth. Oh, no. Is this Shipwrecked again? What's the name of this course? No, actually, this looks a little different. Kind of blue. Anaconda. Oh, I vaguely remember this one. More right now. Yeah, I mean, there is like a bit of a hue emanating below me. That's my bad for leaving that reward up from last night, but of course I'll honor it because I do have the black light in the room. It's not too hard to use. I like the music. Almost reminds me of Crash Bandicoot, which is the shirt I'm wearing right now. There's another game coming out later this year, and I hate... The name they gave it is so hard to remember. I think it's called, like, Nikonda or something. It looks like a new, like, Crash Bandicoot slash Donkey Kong Country game, but, like, with, like, next-gen graphics. Like, it looks really good. It's multi-platform. It's a 3D, 2D platformer, kind of like Ukulele, but it has its own style that reminds me a lot of, like, the tropical, like, Crash Bandicoot, Donkey Kong Country, but the name of it is so... It's not like a snappy name, you know? It's not like Snazzy the Chameleon or something. It's like Ticonderoga. Like, it's something I can never frickin' remember. And they just announced this game at, like, the last Summer Games Fest or whatever. And it was, like, one of the few that really interested me for the end of this year. What did I just hit? I didn't hit a goddamn thing. Anyway. Yeah, that's a game that's, like, kind of under my radar, but it is something I want to look at. Because it's coming out this year. I don't know when. Could be the end of the year. Could be soon. But, like, that looked like a good game. Maybe not a great game, but a good game. But I just wish the name was something I could frickin' remember. And again, maybe it's because, you know, it's not like a well-established property like Sonic or Mario. I just don't remember the name, but maybe, you know, if the game's successful, in 3 years from now, everyone will remember the name of Deconda Noko. Like, everyone will remember that name. What the hell I just said? No one's gonna remember that name. I'm sorry. I don't care how successful the damn thing is. You gotta name it. What the hell? Okay, that time I did hit something, but that was so nitpicky. The music, I don't think the music's from Rocket League. It sounds like it's probably written specifically for this. It has the Rocket League sound for sure. But it is not, as far as I know, I have not recognized any of the tracks from Rocket League. Which, actually, Rocket League, I mean, there really isn't music during the game. It's only, like, in-game menu music. But it does have that kind of sound to it. I suck at that, by the way. There was the other called The Big Cat. I saw that. That looked okay. At least I remember that. I remember that name, Big Catch. That's a cool name. I don't remember Ticonda Monoko, which actually Beck showed me that game, and I was like, that game looks pretty cool. I wish I remembered the name of it. I keep calling it Ticonderoga. I know that's not it. Ticonderino? Like, come on, damn, name the thing something people are gonna know. Especially if it's marketed for kids. Kids aren't gonna know how to say that word. I don't even know what it means. Just name him like Freddy the Fish or something. Everyone's gonna remember Freddy the Fish. Hey, kids, new game out called Freddy the Fish. Boom. No, it's called Deconda Tinico. I think I've said it 8 different ways now. This black light is like right in my eye. Life is Strange double exposure. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Is that coming out this year or next year? Is there really a Freddy the Fish? I just made that crap up. I know there's, oh, what the hell's the name of it? See, this is another one I should know. This is from the Super Nintendo era, though. Something the Kamikaze Squirrel. I can't remember the name of the squirrel now. But it's hard to forget a name called the Kamikaze Squirrel. Sally the Sausage. See, there's another one. I remember that. I'm actually not surprised there's already a Freddy the Fish. You know what game I keep considering trying? Freddy the Fish is from Humongous Entertainment Toaster with the probably correct fact, but that was just kind of out of nowhere. You know what game I'm considering trying that I'm surprised I haven't tried yet is Pizza Tower. It looks like just a really fun, crazy platforming type of game. I heard it was really good. so I must try it. And I will, someday. But yeah, look out for Taekwondo Danico coming soon. Name is sounded by Ron Gilbert of LucasArts. Alright, well now we're learning about other game franchises. I literally just made that up. I was like, Freddy the Fish! Alright, how you doing, Toaster? How's your fourth going? Welcome to some exciting Rocket League racing, or Rocket Racing, whatever we're calling it, featuring Bex as one of my opponents. I believe Toaster's actually played this game in limited time. He has Fortnite. And this is part of the aforementioned Fortnite. Never sure what route is the fastest on these tracks. Like, there's just a lot of different ways to get to the same place. See a long message by Rem. Looks like she's heading out. Well, alright then. Oh, shit! Oh, ah! Didn't even know you could do that. Crap. Yeah, I really sucked in the last race, and right now I'm not doing much better. Yeah, have a happy 4th. Like I said, the invitation's open. I don't really have a specific time. Everyone wants to know what time. Maybe like 5, 6, earlier, later. I know you're working, but like, we're gonna have plenty of food, so we'll see. More right now. Sounds like Lego movie music. Woo! That was some good boosting. Alright, pick me up some spots. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Whoa! Alright, I'm gonna try this. That's hella dangerous. But no pain, no gain, I guess. I'm sure I'm using that expression right. Usually don't like to use my boost so much, but I had to get back in the race somehow. Now I'm going to try and budget it a little better, now that I don't have to, like, panic to get back into the top 3 or 4. And I'm kind of losing it here, but it's alright. Whoa, that guy just glitched to the other side of me. You see that? Ah, I really thought I got higher than that. Spy Fox? That sounds kind of fun. I really thought, for some reason, I was in 6th place, and it looked like I boosted past a couple people, so I thought I'd finish higher than 6th place, but I guess that's not how boost works anymore, unless the other person hit the boost at the same time, too, and just canceled out. I don't know. More, right now. So, missing a checkpoint, it really is terrible. There's times where I've actually just kind of like, even though it'll be clumsier, I'll just let myself kind of fall kind of weirdly just to hit the checkpoint. And like, I'll lose some time, but it won't be as bad as missing the checkpoint. And then again, sometimes I don't have a choice, and I just hit a wall or something. More, right now. Oh, Pajama Sam I've heard of. Putt Putt I think I've heard of. Spy Fox I had not heard of. 3 seconds, then you get teleporters. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've missed one before. For some reason, I thought you could, like, manually restart by hitting, like, Y or something. Like, instead of waiting for the countdown. Because there's been times I know I missed one, and I'm like, is there a way to, like, quick reset? I know other games have that. Is this Lazy River again? Well, Lazy Lake. Lazy Lake. Lake of Lava, maybe. Nothing lazy about this. You gotta be on your game to get any kind of headway in this one. Watch out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, oh, jeez. Now that's a lazy lake right there. Woo! Okay, that was fun. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I did it. This one feels like it'll be fun, like, once you learn the basics of it, but it's a pretty hard course. This is only my second time racing it, and it seems like there's some exploits you can do, but also you have to be good at the game to do that, so that's generally off limits for me. But if I was good at this game, oh boy, that'd be something. Yeah, of course, Bex had a boost ready. Yeah, see, Bex did the thing I did the first time, which is a better route to go, but it's harder to... I didn't have enough boost, so I wasn't going to risk it. Then there's this part where I've hit a wall a couple times. Watch out. Confirm Spy Fox. I do enjoy confirming Spy Fox. Or Spy Fox right now. Oof. Went right through that. Didn't send me back as much as I was afraid it would. Wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It all comes down to this. An emerald containing the ultimate power. That's the Chaos Emerald! Wait, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp. Oh, that was kind of a slick move there, I'm not going to lie. Not going to catch Bex, but I'll get second place. I'm actually surprised I kept second place because I was like, I did not budget my boost well at all at the end there. And I knew Bex was going to win, but I'm like waiting for the other people to zip ahead of me too. Good job, Bex. Nice kapow. You might catch up to me in rank with how many times you're finishing ahead of me. I did what I could. Like I said, if I finished top 4, of course I just realized there were only 5 people in that race. Well, I don't care. I still finished in the top 4. Ooh, Gambit. Plat 1. I'm also Plat 1, but I'm 46% in. I don't really know what Plat 1 gets you, but I don't know what any of these get you. I didn't even get, like, any bonus items. Or maybe you get them after you quit out. 17%! Oh, boy, she's catching up. Yeah, a couple more good races, and you'll probably beat me in terms of ranking. Harder tracks. I do enjoy harder tracks. Although that one... No, that one I haven't seen until recently, but some of these other ones I'd seen even when I was gold. I kind of miss the easier ones now, like the ones I kept seeing when I was, like, silver or whatever. They weren't great, but I liked that they were straightforward. I still haven't seen the Conduit again, which is one of my favorite ones, and that was a hard track. There was one curve that everybody kept missing, and they would just fly off the race. Is this Seaside Farms again? This one kept coming up every time. It really is Seaside Farms. There's a lot of red obstacles. Those aren't too bad, though. They just slow you down a little bit. I don't like the ones where, like, if you miss, you fall off the cliff or whatever. A little harder to come back from that. You know, when you're going, like, 1,200 kilometers an hour or whatever it is, slowing down to 900 kilometers an hour is not too bad. Ooh, that's some good racing right there. Woo! Oh, that was fun. Missed! Whoa, okay, that was a weird little bounce there, but it worked in my favor. Oh, I really thought that was going to vaporize me, but sometimes you can hit the rock, and other times the rock hits you. In that case, it was kind of a stalemate. Watch out. Okay, yep. I'm okay with that. If I had hit that at the wrong angle, I'd be sitting here vaporized. I'd be sitting here at all, actually. Not really sure if this upper route is a shortcut or not. It seems like a different route, not necessarily a faster one. A bunch of people bunched up here. Woof! Jeez! A lot of trading paint going on in this one. Damn. Third place. Should make this game a standout. That's, you know, I'm not even gonna like pick at Fortnite, but like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense why this game is like like I can't download this game without downloading the entirety of Fortnite. Also, that was a good race. %. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess they signed some kind of deal with Psyonix. They must have to, like, you know, provide that service. Because I feel like, I mean, they added me. They probably added a lot of players to Fortnite. Yeah, it really is a huge data update, too. I do. I'm going to say, I have no problem if people want to play on Fortnite. I just, there's a reason why I didn't download it. Just because it wasn't for me. And, alright, fine that. But, just because it wasn't for me, but also because it's like a huge, like, I don't know, 1,000 gig boulder on my computer. Got a little Elgato feedback going on here. We'll see if it stabilizes, and if not, could be looking at a restart. This one I can't even blame on a graphic because I haven't fired off anything. I guess it just decided after however long it's been, after like an hour and 8 minutes, that it decided it just didn't want to Elgato anymore. See if it stabilizes, and if not, well, you know what'll happen. Anaconda? Oh, we just did this one. Well, I guess that explains it. The pure streaming. Well, that's true too, but we'll find out. Maybe someday. I will say, you do get a lot of opportunities to like boost and stuff here. With all the drifting ability. Woohoo! Alright. I feel you. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, the speed. I can feel it. Feel that power. fuel, that fire, and that which I desire. Oh, that was actually a really cool drift, but not cool enough. 7th place. No, right side, looks like the Elgato stabilized for now. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Was stabilizing. Ironically, it waited till after the race to destabilize. Did that move at all? I don't think I gained anything from that. I really did jinx it. No, that doesn't make any sense. How did that work for the entire race? And then it's just like, nope. That's bizarre. I'm sorry. That is fucking bizarre. Alright. Well, it asked for this. Just so you know, Elgato, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Ooh, hydrate. Now I'm disappointed but hydrated. Don't worry. We'll be back online shortly. Don't blame the one who isn't to blame. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying... You don't think that was weird that it glitched for like a second during the menu screen, then the entire race it was fine, and then the menu screen it glitched again? I don't even know what's happening right now because I have no picture on my TV. So the race could have started already for all I know. Oh, I'm on a loading screen on the game. Alright, fine. Right now, I don't care whose fault it is. I just want my picture back. Alright, there we go. I got a picture on the TV anyway. Oh, I got a picture on the screen again. More right now. Oh, no. This is shipwrecked, I'm pretty sure. It really is. By Epic. I don't dislike this one, but I definitely can see where people wouldn't like it. There's some random shenanigans that go on here on this course. Whoa. I will admit some of these red obstacles can be obnoxious when they're just like randomly up here. Oh, I didn't get to go in this tubular one last time. Whoa, okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I'm like, am I really going to hit the freaking arrow down sign and lose that way? And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. More right now. Oh, geez, that's a weird angle. Watch out. Almost fell through that dinosaur egg, whatever that is. Oh, jeez! Hey, yo! Couldn't do that again if I tried, and hopefully I don't have to. I've only gotten that mess from my own bad control. Oh, but what? See, that's what I mean. Like, some of the scenery is so fickle. Like, you can, like, collide with, like, a rock and nothing happens. And then that was, like, a speed bump vaporized my car. I mean, I get it. Like, I saw it, but... I'm so... I'm not going to do well in this race. Like, I don't have enough boost. I'm not prepared. The fact that I finished even 6th is like a miracle. Damn, Beck finished first. See, conquering her fears of the game, I guess. And doing that dance. And having GG scroll across the screen. Oh yeah. More right now. Alright, we're at 62% on Platinum 1. It's like a D in this American school systems. You get a 62% on a test, that is not a good thing. More, right now. %. Oh, jeez. You'll probably catch me if you do better than me in this next race, which you probably will, right after this. 48. Das ist nicht gut. Look how the person in 4th place doesn't have an image. It's just a weird, shadowy avatar. More after this. Ooh, this place. Remember when the sound wasn't working for like 3 races? Das ist sogar sehr gut. This is even very good. Ich denke nicht. Sehr gut für dich vielleicht. Doch? I know what doch means, but I don't. I've always like struggled to know what it means by itself, but when it's in a sentence, I usually know what it means. More right now. Whoa, okay, let me just careen off the track for a second here. Whee! This is one of the more rocket-looking courses in the game, because I will say most of the tropes, like there's little things here and there, but like the desert course, there's no, I mean there is a desert arena in Rocket League, but it doesn't really have a lot of that stuff in it. Like a lot of these courses could be from any game, but this one does feel more Rocket League with the futuristic city. Specifically this futuristic city, which looks like it's supposed to be Neo Tokyo, which is in the game. It's in Rocket League. And obviously the car designs are Rocket League. And the whole jumping and boosting. Basically like more than half the game reminds me of Rocket League, which is usually a good thing. Ich denke nicht. Or I'm sorry, what? I'm gonna have to read that one after the race because I got a little confused seeing that. Something about like two words that looked almost the same, but they probably weren't. Whoa, 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 okay. Ich denke nicht. They look like the same thing. Ich denke nicht. I mean, you made one capital, but I think not, or I think not, is what I'm reading here, or I don't think. Ich denke nicht, or ich denke nicht. So you're just emphasizing a different word. One sounds more like you're not sure, like I think so, whereas the other one's like, or I think not, and the other one's like, I don't think so, or something. Like, it just sounds like one sounds more sure, if I had to guess. I mean, that's in English, too. You could say, like, I don't think so, or I don't think so? I really don't know. But does the word denken change meanings depending on how it's used? It might. I really don't know. I still struggle on when to use ich glaube so and ich denke so. I don't know if I struggle with it, but that was one of the things when I was first learning German that I was kind of like, well, one of many things. Wow, that was a very wimpy finish. Ich denke nicht, or ich denke nicht. Wow. All right, I got 65%. Ich denke nicht, or ich denke nicht, is I don't think. Wait, what? You didn't change the order of the words, though. Yeah, they're not even spelled differently. Trying to find like some like theme here. Glaube to me sounds like, yeah, no, I know. That's how I first learned it, but then I've seen them used interchangeably. Not always, but there's somewhere I've seen it be like ich glaube das, you know, whatever. I believe that this is true. The you pronounce it. I'm sorry, what? So it's an emphasis thing. But then I thought like ich denke nicht so also meant like I don't think so. It's not spelled differently, but on what you put the stress on. I'm stressing out about the whole thing right now, the way this is going. Ich bin sehr gestresst. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a carryover from English and I'm sure many other languages. Jackrabbit? Who's this Jack and why is he a rabbit? More right now. Bex has probably caught up to me in terms of ranking, too. She was only like 15% behind. Yes, English does do it. I mean, English does it. Or English does it. English does it? Damn English. Ah, it's another city-based course. That's pretty cool, I guess. Whoa, all right. Oh, jeez, I just stuck to a wall I did not know I could stick to. This part here is almost exactly like a Rocket League arena with the way it pictures like that. I'm trying to improve my... So, funny thing you mentioned that, because that is actually how I started learning German. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously I had to learn some words, but like, And I had somebody kind of argue with me on this, somebody who's a native German speaker. Like, I didn't learn a lot of vocabulary when I first started learning German. I learned, like, how verbs are conjugated, how, tenses are, the grammar, basically, like you're saying. But I knew some words, obviously, because I had to know some words. But my thought process was, if I learn the way the rules work and the way words are conjugated, I can learn the words. Like, I can plug the words in later. So I wanted to have a good framework before I just started learning like 1,000 words and I didn't know how to use them right. Like, that was my thought. But somebody else I met who was a native German speaker said, no, you should just focus on the words and then you can worry about like the tenses and all that. And I'm like, well, I don't know, because I kind of want to know how to use it. Like, I want to know, I would learn like one verb. Like, I wouldn't go beyond that. One or two verbs. How do you say it in the present tense? How do you say it in the past tense? How do you say it in the future? Well, future tense is just, ich würde, but like, how do you conjugate it? Same with like certain nouns and things. I would learn a noun or two so that I could do, mit deinem Hund, learn the dative form, nominative form. I do enjoy boom. That kind of stuff, which, yeah, it was very boring, don't get me wrong, because I'm focusing on, like, one or two words at a time. It's like, yeah, I already know this word, but I'm not doing it. Oh, damn, she really is catching up. Oh, no, I know. I obviously had to I had to learn more words, but I'm just saying, like, I wanted to learn the framework first, because I already knew going into it that German shared some vocabulary with English, whether directly or indirectly, so it's not that I thought I would learn the vocabulary easily, because God knows I still haven't. But it was like, to me, what's going to trip me up more are the rules that I'm not used to. The word order, the tenses, the cases, the declensions, conjugations. And I'm still struggling with all that. Not that I don't struggle with remembering words, but the whole thing's a struggle, to be perfectly honest with you. What the hell? I was not expecting to see that. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, the ice cream guy just showed up there. I was expecting to see like a little desert or ocean background, but no, this will work. Expand my Japanese. I can't even imagine. See, that's a language where I would have no idea where to start. I would have to. Well, first I'd have to learn the characters because they have all those different alphabetical characters. Like German, I knew had a few extra alphabet like letters. I don't know why it took me. Oh, this looks new. Mine mayhem. Oh, this is new. Don't mind me. This looks like it's going to be like a log flume ride type of thing. Yeah, I guess like anything. Honestly, and I'm not trying to brag here because I don't think I'm even close to done, but I've made it a lot further in German than I thought I would. Like, I thought I'd make it a decent amount. I think I've actually exceeded that. Like, I'm no expert, but there's a lot of stuff when I first looked at German, I'm like, I have no idea what that says. And now I can read it and go, I know what most of that says. Now, that's just reading now. My speaking, as we've all acknowledged, has a long way to go. But the fact that I can even read it to a competent degree is something a year or two ago, I did not see me ever doing. Holy shit, what the hell was that with the freaking obstacles closing in? Oh, this is a cool course, though. All kidding aside. Whoa, I did not realize that did not have a railing. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I see messages on the chat, and I am sort of reading them, but I'm also... It's one of those games, especially on a course I'm not familiar with, I have to kind of just watch what's going on. Oh, my car just did like a half a wheelie. But I saw something about German, something about Duolingo. Something about German, huh? Something German related. I saw a German comment from a German person. Yeah, I like this course. I know it's kind of a tricky one. I have a feeling Bex doesn't like this course. Just because of all the red stuff, which I agree. I don't love red stuff, especially when it was taking up the entire track at one point, or almost the whole track. Which track, by the way, I think is Gleis? Gleis for German. I don't know if it's this kind of track, but I've seen the word. Yeah, this part here is a bitch. Look at this. Oh, okay, there's a shortcut there if you're daring. I am not. Whoa, boy. Oh, Gleis is a train track. Okay, that's good. That's good to know because I only learned that it is a track. I didn't know what kind of track it was. Seems oddly specific, but I get it. Different tracks, different words. I realize I'm probably not going to do very well in this race, but I actually like this course. Oh my god. I just drove through like a whole pool of red glitchy stuff, whatever that's supposed to be. Red remnants from my videos. Anytime I see a glitch in a video game, I'm like, oh, they got that idea from me. I've been doing glitchy video long before that. Fuck. Oh, damn it! Ah, yeah, on top of that, I fucked that up. Kind of deserve what I get here. Yeah, that sucked. I'm surprised I even got to 8th. Problem with me is Can you say I cannot say the I suck at it. I'm bad at it, and I should feel bad. I learned English and German at the same time ever since 8 years old, and sometimes it confuses me. Well, at least you have a knowledge of both. Your English is very good. I can't speak for your German because I don't really see you speak German a lot, but obviously your English is very good. That was a tough track, but I really liked it. I mean, some tough tracks are just kind of cheap. I felt like that one was pretty decent. 73%? I'm at 74%. Holy crap. We finished like a place apart. Then again, you've basically won because I was like a whole rank ahead when we started, so you've overtaken me in terms of points. Referring to the train, or the place in the train station when you board the train. Oh, so that could be like, you know, the train could be on like Gleis 4, track 4. I thought that was called a line though, like Linea 4. Like on a, well, I'm thinking of like a subway, a U-Bahn. Well, what's the difference between it, and this is probably a dumb question, an S-Bahn and an U-Bahn? Well, I'd probably not pronounce S for one thing, but... Wait, didn't we just do this one too? Yeah, we really did just do this one. English more. At least you had the German learning. I wish I did when I was young. Well, I mean, I didn't know. Not like when I was a kid going, I really want to learn German when I grow up. Like, I didn't know. But if I had, it would be more ingrained in me. I started when I was like, I don't know, a few years ago, so 30, 31. So I'm still retaining things, but obviously if I had it since I was a kid, I would retain a lot more. For German, that is. Then again, I took French when I was younger, or younger than this anyway, and I don't remember any of it. I took French, I think I was like 12 when wow, that was really stupid. That was real, I just boosted into a wall. Ich bin gegen der Wand gelaufen. Sometimes I'm just like, screw it, I'm just going to drive through the red stuff, because the effort it would take for me to avoid it... Oh, I'm going to hit a wall. Nope. That was not smooth at all, but... What? Whoa! Okay! That's a thing that happened. Strassen... Okay, yep, I think I knew that. The word Strassenbahn to me is a weird one. It means like street train, but basically like an above ground train compared to the U-Bahn, which is a subway or underground train, or Unta, like the German submarines, U-boot. Sorry, I'm messing all this up. Unta Seaboot. Stromboli? Is he saying Stromboli or Strombol? Either way, I got it. I do enjoy Toaster's periodic random comments. cool thing about Toaster's comments is it doesn't matter what game I'm playing. It almost never goes with the game, but it doesn't need to because that's how consistent it is. It's like I could be playing literally anything right now, and he would say Stromboli, and it'd be like, well, okay, what does that have to do with anything? It's like, does it matter? It really doesn't. Oh, I'm going to lose. Did I get second? Oh, I got third. Okay, so he said Stromboli. He did say Stromboli. I wasn't sure what he said. All right, that should give Bex the lead over me. That puts me at 82%. Still not a bad finish for me. S-Bahn can respond to Strassenbahn, U-Bahn is Untergrund. Oh, it is Untergrund. Oh, Untergrund? That was the... I do enjoy the boom bahn. It is just Grund? Because I thought Grund meant something else. I thought Grund was like reason or basis. Or like Grundschule. Oh, you really did overtake me. Like, I thought like... Actually, I don't know what ground is. Yeah, alright. I'll go with Grund. I know Boden, but that's floor. It's cool to find people. Gerald Field. Yes, Gerald Field. People who speak more languages and people think. Yeah, I don't know. I really just kind of got into learning German, and once I started, I just wanted to keep learning more. I will continue to learn more. Garfield. That's all correct. Was war richtig? What was correct? I do enjoy Garfield. Yeah, Garfield's a pretty great little cat. Ooh, here we go. It's Beck's favorite track. And one of mine, too. "20% boost!" It's not a lot of boost, but I do love this opening. I love like the structures in the background, the giant guitar and drum set and everything, the stone statues of them. Kind of reminds me of Brutal Legend, like, you know, making like literal like idols out of these rock instruments and stuff, and the pyrotechnics that go off like you're at a rock concert as you're racing on it. Much like Metallica, I've got to seek and destroy, or search and destroy. Something and destroy. I got to do that if I want to win this. Grund can be ground, Untergrund. I mean, that's easy to remember. That's why I didn't think that's what it was. I thought it was some other word, but to be fair, I've not used the word underground a lot. Yeah, Grund, I knew that. Like, I knew Grundschule, and I knew Grund, like, a reason for something, or even, like, a foundation, basis, etc. I just noticed you can jump to, like, the other sides and get, like, boost that way. I feel like I lost a lot of momentum on this part. Whoa, that was a lot of lava. The floor is made of lava. The lava is also made of lava. Das Lava besteht aus Lava. Manchmal ist der Boden aus Lava. Oh, watch out. Oh, that was so dumb. The lava is made of floor. I do enjoy the lava is made of floor. Das Lava besteht aus Boden. Yes, this floor seems to be made exactly of floor. Damn. Rolling a nat 1. I actually know what that means. I haven't played a lot of, actually I haven't played any DDR, TNT. Well played. Got one while checking the floor. Baldur's Gate stream win. It may happen someday. It's not a game that's really on my radar, especially since it's like likely still like $60, $70 to buy it, and I'm not really that into it, so I don't really see me investing that much money in a game that I'm probably going to play once for like a couple hours and go, what is this? Although I heard it's like just basically like the biggest game of D&D ever made in terms of a video game. Like, it's not D&D, but like with the customization and everything. Only one. No, I know what it means. There are some terms I don't know, but I do know in that one. And that would be me. I would be unlucky enough to roll a 1 on a 20-sided die. Naturally, that's the worst you can do. But I mean, if Baldur's Gate ever went on sale, well, it would have to go on sale a lot, I'm sorry. One, you basically randomly play. I do enjoy randomly playing the trumpet. Hey, I'm not very stealthy anyway, so I probably would play the trumpet. Oh, another new course. It's all snowy. Hope it's got a cool name and it's not just like Snowfield. Okay, show me the name of the course. Show me anything. It's a cool looking course. It reminds me of like Daytona USA on Saturn. Oh, Borealis. That's a cool name. I was going to laugh my ass off if it was actually called Snowfield. Schneefeld. I don't. That's a valid question. If I do, it's very rare and maybe be a word here and there. No, I've not. I've thought in German, or I've tried to anyway, and then I realized I don't know the words, so then I just switch back to English. I'm like, oh, let me think about this topic. And I'm like, I don't know any of the vocabulary, so I'm going to go back to English. I feel like we're on the Polar Express here. Like inside a thing that looks like a train. I mean, I can't really control what language I dream in, unfortunately. Then again, have you ever actually thought about your dreams? Because, like, there are times where I'm like, even the English in my dreams doesn't make sense. I'm like, what did I just say? Like in the dream, it all kind of flows in its own weird way. But then afterwards, I'm like, did I just say, like, I'm going to go between the stakes? Like, that'll be, like, some weird, like, phrasing where I'm like, what did I just say in that dream? Like, see SpongeBob left his pineapple out here. It is based on Aurora Borealis, or at least I think that's what that's supposed to be. At this time of day, this time of year, localized entirely within your bedroom. Technically kitchen in the original skit, but I get it. Yes? Can I see it? No. Damn! Oh, this course has got some tricks! Alright, I see you, course. I feel what you're putting down. Damn, there's like a track, like, wrapping between the track? Like, I can't even make sense of that. You know what I just realized? You could probably swap these out with, like, more Star Wars-related things, because I'm seeing Bex's avatar. Like, you could probably just make this, like, a Star Wars speed pod game, and it probably would play about the same. Because, like I said, this doesn't really, except for a few references here and there, this really does not feel like a Rocket League thing. But, like, if this was, like, a Star Wars game, I could see this doing very well. Because the sounds remind me of, like, those speed things taken off in, like, episode 1 or whatever. I feel like they would control about the same. As much as I love this game, the controls are a little loose. It takes a little bit to get it used to. But I'm okay with that. I like a little chaos, you could say. Pod races. That's what I was thinking. I know they've made, you know, Star Wars Pod Racers a video game before, but like I don't know. Like, I feel like this game would get a lot more press if it was a Star Wars title. And they wouldn't even have to change anything. It would still be like deserts and ice places and cities. I don't really care. I mean, I'm happy to play it as is. I don't know why that thought just occurred to me, because I'm just like, what does this remind me of? And I'm like, it reminds me of like the Star Wars pod racing, kind of, with the shrieking noises and the tight turns and all that. Like, just change these generic red things to like maybe like some Star Wars themed lasers or stuff. The turtle, he did for a little bit. I don't know where he is now, but he was watching. And Rem was here, but she had to go to work. X has been here the whole time, including before the stream started. In my lobby. He really did. Yeah, pretty much everyone but Randy. I mean, I've seen a lot of the main cast today. Kind of cool, I got a main cast. I got a posse. I got Big Mac, and Zero, and Shads. I got Zero and Shads. It's rare to see both. Dax, of course, is in the race. Lena Rem, Toaster. I feel like I'm rapping. Like, Lena Rem, Toaster, Bex, and... I don't know. But yeah, I got a cast. Like, I got people. It used to be like, hey, did that one person show up? Now you can ask, like, if 3 people showed up. That's what I call growing the brand right there. And speaking of growing the brand, we got Retromania 67 coming up next Sunday. Not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, July 14th at 1 p.m. All right. Almost a Plat 2. Oh, all right, Bex got Plat 2. What'd you think of that course? I kind of liked it. It was a little tricky, but I just like that we got a new aesthetic. I like the ice level. The snow look, whatever you want to call it. The Borealis. Localized entirely in my kitchen. Lost track of it twice. I'm overtaking you? I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't have my only subscribers, not that I mind, are you and Zero. Like, won't be able to make it. But anyway, what is the theme of Retro 67? Retro 67 is actually the opposite of another one I did called Retro All Stars, whereas Retro All Stars was games that have like appeared a lot on Retromania. These are all going to be games that have never appeared on Retromania. So every single game. There basically is no theme. It's just that they're all games from various consoles that have never been on a retro. But they're not bad games. They're just, like, kind of more random. So that's kind of what that's going to be. I mean, some of the games you will have heard of, but there's other ones that are just kind of, like, bizarre, like Sega Genesis titles and Super Nintendo titles. Sonic Spinball's been on retro, so it can't be in it. But if it hadn't been, I might have considered it. So you can blame yourself for that one, because you put it in retro like 3 times. And yes, I do have a master list where I know what games have been on retro the most or the least. It's been on retro. It was first on retro and retro 50. Again, you're not going to beat me at this. I have the archives. And then it appeared like 2 more times. It was. It's been. It took a long time, I'll give you that. It took 50 episodes. It was absolutely on Retromania. I have to prove, literally, I have, like, the clips of it. Like, this is not something you can really debate. I'm not saying it's been on a lot, but it's been on, like, 3 times out of 66 episodes. That's still something. It hasn't been as much as Sonic CD, which, for whatever reason, Lena Rem loves that game and voted it, like, 7 times. But it has been on. I'd say compared to your average gamer, I've played Sonic Spinball a lot more than most. So, it's not really a card you can play. Zelda CDI, I don't think a Zelda game has ever been on retro. Yeah, there's never been. I don't even think there's been one on the ballot. I also don't really own any, so that would be hard to do. But anyway, it should be a fun episode. I kind of like the ones that don't have themes. Like, sometimes, it's nice to focus on racing games or a certain type of game, but like other times, retro was never meant to have, like, a theme every episode. Like, there'd be, like, special editions, but, like, not necessarily always a theme. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, some random games. They're old. They're fun. Oh, no. See, I knew a Retro 69 question was coming, and I'm both looking forward to and not looking forward to that episode because of all the jokes I'm going to get, but... I actually do have I actually have the theme for like the next 10 Retromanias planned out. I'm like, there's not going to be any themes, but by the way, I've already planned all the themes. It will not be love games, nor am I even sure what that is other than Feel the Magic on DS. I would not be feeling the magic there. I would be feeling really creeped out. Alright, here I go. In a porn game now. Wow, that was pathetic. Wish you would have 420. Oh my god. I'd be like 80 years old by the time I get to that episode. Ah, not getting the Platinum 2 with that performance. Just playing. The problem with Sonic Spinball is, and I've said this before, you can beat the game in like an hour, maybe an hour 15. And that's taking your time. It's a 4-level game. I don't know what your obsession is with it. It's a good game. I've played it. God, I played it when I was a kid a million times. Like, it's not like I've never played it. Like, I know that game inside out. I actually played that game so long once, I got to 1 billion points, which you can't actually do because the game maxes out at 999,999,999, and I only know that because I played the game for probably 3 or 4 hours to get to that, just to realize that you can't get to 1 billion. That's how long I've played Sonic Spinball. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's an okay game that I would occasionally play. Baldur's Gate. I mean, if they make a Baldur's Gate pinball, I'd probably play it. I do enjoy pinball games, though. I really do. Like pinball games in general, and real pinball. But it's a lot harder to get a bunch of real pinball tables in my room. A lot easier to get a bunch of, discs and cartridges of pinball games. More, right now. Is it really called Flipper? That's kind of cool. Wait, it's the same ice course again. God damn it. I liked it. I didn't like it that much. It's not even like Flipper Ball, because I know ball's the same word. Actually, I kind of like Flipper. Concepts, I know. Actually, it was a sports theme. It just so happened that we played a bunch of baseball games, but it was supposed to be all sports. But yeah, I've done a couple sports-themed ones. I actually have a couple more creative ideas coming down the line. They're not necessarily good ideas, but they're kind of like clever when you hear what they are. But what I have trouble with is coming up with titles. Even the title for the next one is called Retro Oddballs. I couldn't think of another title. Oh yeah, I know I did, but that's because it was a sports-themed one. That happens to be one of the jerseys I own. Funny story about that. That stream took place after Game 4 of the NBA Finals. If the Celtics had won that, and won the NBA championship, I was going to wear my Celtics jersey, but I didn't because they lost, so I wore the Red Sox instead. We're not doing porn. What is it with you guys in porn? First of all, is that even retro? Like, I mean, we're not honoring the legacy of video games with that. I mean, that's a separate stream altogether. The closest thing you're going to get to that is when I played that stupid dating game with the videos in it, where it was like the choose your own adventure thing, and it was like, I don't know, 5 dates, I think it was called. Oh, I'm sure there are. There's a limit to even how far my retro knowledge will go. But that wasn't really like a porn game. I mean, there were a couple innuendos, but like it wasn't really that bad. It actually got really weird at that one part where the girl started having a panic attack on our teledate, and I'm like, is this supposed to happen? Like, did I say something wrong? And I think I ended up getting with that girl, too. It was like, oh, sorry, I just had a panic attack. And I'm like, it's all right, I thought my video froze. That really happened, and I was like just watching it, and I'm like, her acting is terrible, but I also feel like if I'm supposed to play character, I should care about this. But you know what? I accepted her for who she was, and we had a semi-happy... Like, I think I actually got, like, not the best ending, but, like, maybe one of the better endings in that game, because 2 of the girls were terrible. And there were 2 that were decent, including the panic attack girl, because other than having the panic attack girl, she was pretty decent. For the haters. I mean, the Celtics eventually won the championship, so now I would totally wear it. I actually want to get a new Celtics jersey. Like, because the one I have right now is for a player that's not on the team anymore. Good for you. I mean, it didn't really happen. It's just a game, but yes, in real life, that would have been good for me. I could accept somebody who had panic attacks, because I have panic attacks. That would not bother me in the least. Just in the video game, I was not expecting it. That's what threw me off. In real life, it could happen. In the video game, I'm like, why is this happening in the video game? I get that they were going for realism, but it was almost like too much. I'm like, why is she freaking out? What did I say wrong? I mean, I do enjoy Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's also been on retro a number of times. I mean, that's my favorite game. That's a game I could probably play a bunch of times and not get tired. Like, if you guys want to see me continue to play a Sonic game, I'd play that, like, all the time. Marble Madness. Again, that's one of those where if I can find it for cheap, maybe, just to entertain the thought. And it might end up being a really good game. I never played the original Marble Madness. Now, I know, you said Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but there is no such game, so I can't play that. You just misspelled Sonic like so many people do to make that meme. How did that meme even start? Like, did somebody actually misspell Sonic on accident? Like, they were like, oh, who's that Sonic character? And people made it a meme? Or was it just like, someone's like, hey, look, it's Sonic instead of Sonic? Like, to me, it's only funny if somebody, like an older person, accidentally called him Sonic. Like, sincerely. But if it's just some kid being like, hey, it's Sonic, like, that's just not funny. Not that it's really funny either way, but... Well, no, I know the drawing. I know the drawing is called Sonic, but, like, I don't know why it's called Sonic and not just, like, a bad drawing of Sonic. Come on, Platinum 2. Yeah, I feel like I almost have to purposely do, like, Christian games or whatever. Just to, like, subvert expectations. Like, you guys all think I'm gonna do these, like, risque games, so, like, now I'm just gonna do, like, Jesus' Adventure or something. Like, it's gonna be, like, the complete opposite for Retro 69. It's gonna be, like, religious games. Games about virginity. What a neat know your meme. That's a lot of knowledge. I bounced off a wall, was on another track, and that was just in the first lap. But yeah, same. It's not the best track. I like the Minecart one better, Mine Mayhem, or whatever it's called. I'm calling it Mine Mayhem. I don't know if it's actually called that. Alright. I'll probably just do a couple more races here. Games, I mean, it pretty much would be. Pretty much would be. Minecraft, which are actually, isn't there a Minecraft version in this game, like Lego Minecraft or something, which is another one that doesn't make any sense why it would be in this game. I mean, to kick stream, playing gambling games? Alright, so you're doing one more. I'll probably do like two more, maybe one more, depends on how long this one is. Lego Fortnite? Oh, there is a Lego Fortnite, but I thought there was a Minecraft something related to Minecraft in this game. Whether it's actually licensed or not. Oh, okay, there we go. All these, like, different brands are in this game, and I'm like, I thought this was just Fortnite. Like, oh, hello, what is this? I think I've been on this one before. Yeah, I really have. It really is Anaconda. Was that Balto? It really is Balto, the video game, apparently. Alright, been a pretty fun 4th of July stream. I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't last more than 2 seconds in the thing. Somebody just jumped way in the air when the race started, and I found that funny. More, right now. Literally the only reason Fortnite is here, serving as a giant brick on my Xbox's hard drive, is so that I can play this one game once in a while. It's a good thing this game is enjoyable and they add new content often enough for me to care, because otherwise I would have just deleted it. The Amnesia Collection, you know, I was going to play that and then I completely forgot. I do enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog. Always wonder what kind of animal Sonic would be. Like, he can't be a hedgehog, because Sonic's a hedgehog. Plus, whatever that drawing is, there's no hedgehog I've ever seen. Right, that. I know that's a reference to Stirs the Tenrec. Stay, if the Americans remind us, it really is. We even just call it the 4th of July. Like, that's all you need to know. Like, that's the name of the holiday. What do you call the 4th of July? The 4th of July. That's the only holiday. You don't call Halloween the 31st of October, which I know that's another, like, American holiday. Like, I don't think they celebrate. I actually don't. I know they don't celebrate Halloween in Europe, or at least certain parts of Europe. That's what I mean. I don't know where they celebrate Halloween besides America, but there's got to be somewhere else that celebrate Halloween. Mini golf. Actually, I would play that game. That's a fun game. I've played that on my own. There's plenty of random games I play. U.S. media. Well, my whole point is, like, you know, whatever the nationality the holiday is, like, the 4th of July is the only one we call it the day it is. You don't call Christmas the 25th of December. Hey, what are you doing for the 25th of December? Fourth. Only UK. Like, I honestly don't know the countries that celebrate Halloween. Like, I really don't. I know America does because I grew up here, but I know some countries don't, but I couldn't tell you, like, if you named a random one, I wouldn't. If you named a random country and asked me if they celebrate Halloween, I would not know. Like, do they celebrate Halloween in Italy? I would say probably not, but I'm not committed to that. All right. Well, good racing, Bex, if that was indeed your last one. This is my last one anyway that I'm going to do right now, but I know you had groceries coming. So if we don't see you in the next one, it was good seeing you in all those. Hopefully everybody has a good American Independence Day or Independence Day, depending on where you're living. Independence Day is September 1st. Nice. Playing. Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks for joining. Go do your groceries then. Oh, I get it. From the Beetlejuice cartoon. At the Shocking Mall. I do enjoy the Shocking Mall. If I don't see you again, good morning, good evening, and good night. Hey, yo. I like that. Yeah, I mean, if you and Rem want to come over later. Currently disabled. I mean, just let me know first, but... Like, we haven't even started cooking anything yet, so... Okay, I get it. We're not doing crossplay because Bex isn't on right now. Why can't I hit the A button to confirm it? Okay. Oops. Marble it up? I don't have that game. Okay, seriously? No. Alright, we're booting up the whole game again because, I don't know, just to do one more race. It's almost not worth it, but it's all good. Starting Fortnite? Hell yeah. Only in Fortnite do you get an image of a Lego figure, a Rocket League car, a teddy bear playing guitar, and a guy with a pickaxe, and it's all supposed to make sense. I do enjoy the ominous music. I can't pick a freaking state. I feel like this is going to take longer than the actual race is going to. It really is. Wasn't Roblox is still going strong, isn't it? It really doesn't. Ooh. Oh, that's right. So I got all this stuff. Is there any of this I want? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I've played the main game of Fortnite. It's okay. I'm also just not a big, like, shooter person. And that's all it is. It's just like a rudimentary shooter. It could be fun if I was good at shooters. But I'm not. And it's also got that whole fort building element. But it's also, I feel like it's less about that. It's more about just doing crazy dances and just acting like an asshole. Like, it has nothing to do with the actual game. Like, it's not like Doom or like Quake where it's like an actual shooting game and it's about strategy and tactics. I mean, it can be, but it seems like, you know, it's just like shoot at people and then just kind of dance around and have a good time. Like, it really is not like, that's what I mean. Like, it just feels like it's, and I'm not a big shooting guy to begin with, so you would think that would be right up my alley, like a more casual shooter, but to me, if I'm going to play a shooting game at all, I'm going to play like a really good one, or I'm just not going to play one. Like, I'm not going to play a casual version of a genre that I'm only kind of into to begin with. Like, I'm going to play the real deal if I'm going to play one. You guys notice I don't play a lot of shooting games. I play like Metroid Prime and Doom Eternal, that's about it. Like, I play games, like if I play a first-person shooter or any shooter, it's got to be really good. You also going to jump on, I don't even know what that is, so probably not. I played Apex. I know that's another one of those free shooters that had a lot more depth to it. I still just didn't like it. It's a good game. It's decent. I mean, if you like the Monkey Ball series at all, you'll probably like it. I think the new one's a little bit better, but Borderlands I know is a premium shooter. I've just never played it. I'm not saying I'll never play it, but it never appealed to me, but I mean, Borderlands would be a game, I guess, if I was going to play a shooter, I'd play that, because that's like a very well-known one that's, you know, I think that has more than just shooting in it, though. That's why I might not play it. It's more like an open world, got like RPG elements and shooting. Like, the more genres you keep adding to things, the least likely I am to play it. Like, it's hard enough to get me on board with a shooter. Now you tell me it's like an open world, exploration-based shooter. Now I'm like, I already don't like the exploration part. Now you're adding the shooting. But yeah, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz it's a decent game. Like, it's not amazing. If you can find it for like 10, 20 bucks and you like Monkey Ball, sure, go for it. I think the new one's better, Banana Rumble, but I still like Banana Blitz. I got stuck on that one world in Banana Blitz and I never finished. But that's almost every Monkey Ball game. I get to a certain point and I just don't finish it because it gets too ridiculously difficult. Well, I mean, all the Monkey Ball games are like that. Really, I don't think there's a bad Monkey Ball game. I think they're just all a little bit different. Some might be a little better. Like the original GameCube ones are probably the best, but those are even harder. Best Buy is selling... Oh, I would get that. I mean, only because Sonic Forces is like 20 on its own, but then again, you get to play Sonic Forces. It's kind of weird they're bundling those. I would have thought it'd be... Banana Mania is a better game if you can find Banana Mania, but Banana Blitz is decent. Is it for Switch or for another console? Because Banana Blitz did come out on PS4 and 5. I mean, if you don't already have Sonic Forces, I would say it's a good deal. If you already have Sonic Forces, then you're basically just paying 20 bucks for Banana Blitz. Yeah, Switch is still... I mean, I have the Switch version of Forces. It's fine. That game's not really that graphically intensive, so you don't really notice anything. But I mean, it depends on how much you want Sonic Forces. I think that's a good value. If, like, I already have both games, so I'm not going to bother. But, like, if I didn't, I guess that would be a good value. It's fun. Sega cannot give Sonic Forces away. Like, they mark that game down so fast. They bundle it with other games. Like, I think I've seen that game bundled with Sonic Mania and, like, a racing game. Like, they, like, cannot get rid of that game. It objectively is a good value. It just depends on how much you want to play those games. I'd say Sonic Forces at best is, like, a $15 game, and Banana Blitz is probably like a $20 game, or maybe a little more if you're going to play it for a long time, but... I mean, the funny thing is, Banana Blitz is a longer game than Sonic Forces, and, you know, it's not supposed to be a long game, but the main campaign's like a few hours compared to, like, not even 2 hours for Sonic Forces. Like Sonic Forces is just so lame. Like, they didn't even really do a good job promoting it. It came out, I'm like, why did you guys waste your time on this? Like, I would have just waited longer for, like, you know, put out Frontiers in, like, 2019 or something. Like, I would have just waited another year for, like, an actual Sonic game. We already had Mania. I was pretty happy with Sonic Mania in 2017. I mean, yeah, I'll take a 3D Sonic game, but make it a good one. Don't waste your time. Like, I never got how that game took so long to make and was so bad. Like, just focus on something else. Like, how the hell do you spend 4 years making that game? How do you spend 1 year making that game? Like, I don't get it. Sonic Generations had, like, maybe a year of development time, and it was longer than that game. And Sonic Generations is not a very long game. That's the point I'm making. Like, at one point, Sega was developing, like, Unleashed, Colors, and Generations at, like, almost the same time. Like, they put out 3 Sonic games in, like, 4 years. Like, they were... I mean, and they were all pretty decent games. But Sonic Forces, they couldn't make a decent game with, like, 3 or 4 years' time? How? That, to me, was, like, a red flag that, like, something's wrong here. Like, even Frontiers, which is a better game, has all those pop-in issues after all the time they had. And yet, Generations runs smoothly for, like, a game that's 13 years old. Like, whatever. Like, I've never had any issues with Generations having, like, bad graphics or pop-in or anything. It really did. Even down to the fact that they had the classic Sonic levels, which didn't need to be there. Like, it made no sense from the story standpoint. It's like they didn't have enough games, so they just added classic Sonic to add a few extra levels. The handling on the 3D parts were terrible, which is why all the 3D parts are basically just go straight forward and move a little bit. But anyway, shit talk about Forces aside, and it is not a great game, but basically Sega figured Generations was successful, so we'll just do a similar game. So instead of re-releasing Generations, which they're now doing, they just said, oh, we'll make a game that's very close to Generations, but not as good. Good job, Sega. Anyway, with that, I wish everybody a happy 4th. I appreciate you all watching the annual 4th of July stream. Definitely was a fun time. Seems like I have a habit of doing racing games. I think last year I did Burnout. And this is, of course, another really fun, high-octane racing game to get us all revved up for the 4th of July. Rev up those fryers, everybody. Yes, may the 4th be with you. Different 4th, but I get it. And, of course, we'll see you in the next one. I got Square Enix Weekend coming up this weekend. And, of course, the next week we got Retromania 67. I got a little trailer coming for that. So we'll see you then. Happy 4th, everybody. Stay chaotic. Blur out. Chaos. Let's get retroactive.